All right, I'm going to give myself about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to finish up this sketch with some marker work. So I have my number 3, my number 5, my number 1, and my number 9 marker to be adding value to this, along with a charcoal pencil, a gel ink pen, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use, and then I have my small, medium, and fine Faber-Castells, which I may need to bring out some things later on. But I'm focused more right now on adding value to add some contrast to this page. Now, the first thing to decide is if I want the light to come from this direction or from this direction. I don't have a reference photo in front of me to capture the exact layout or lighting situation as it was at IKEA, so I get to make it up. I'm thinking the easiest one is actually to make the light come from this direction, because that way I can drop this little back section here in shadow along with these stools, or maybe even, if not dark from the side, a little angled up again, so I can still drop this into shadow, but maybe have the stools come out into some light with a more sort of top-down shadow, but treating this as my top as my number 1, this is my number 2, and this is my number 3 side. So actually, I will do a quick little sketch here in the corner to remind me. All right, there's my little cube. What I plan on doing is mostly some white value on the top, and let's put the number 3 down for some on the side. And this is my reminder of my lighting scenario that I plan to use for the rest of this. Okay, well, with that in mind, let's just get straight into it. So any surface that's facing in this direction, I'm just gonna get some number 3 marker. Have to be sure to sort of go around the stools right here. It's looking like I'm thinking that might not be enough of a contrast here with the 3. So I might need to go in there with a 5 to add just a bit more contrast to this. If I got light coming from like a top-down angle like this, then I have some sort of shadow here, but I want to have these stools in some light. Ooh. Right, the contrast there is not looking really strong just quite yet, so I think I will end up going to a 5 to really pop that out, particularly back here where there's so little light hitting it. Now at this point I will start to leave things a little rougher in some areas, just for visual interest, not for accuracy of representation. Ooh, don't drop the pen. We got this right here, I got a little of this right here, a little bit of that right there. All this is also facing that way. In keeping with my strokes, I'll bunch this together, I'll bunch the oven together, bunch the fridge together. But I will leave that with the 3 just to have some contrast between that and this. Draw more attention here. This is not going to get some light, so it means we probably have a shadow coming down this way. This is not actually plotting a shadow on that wall, it's just taking a rough guess at what it is. Same thing right here. Add the shadow in between all these tiles and focus on where I already put some marker work. And we'll put some shadow over here as well. Right, now for some more contrast, add some white to the top of this thing. Just a little more contrast there. And what else can I do? Just a little bit, I think maybe back here on this. Don't want to drive attention too far away from this right here. The surface is facing up, so we'll give a little bit of light there. Add something to some of these tiles. These tiles are white, but I'm not going to paint them white. I'm not painting right now. I'm not coloring. I am adding value, not color. I want to emphasize that one more time. I'm adding value, not color. And I think that's good for that. We can, because these tiles are kind of shiny, go in with a little specular highlight there. And no, I guess I'll add that on the oven back there. This shiny thing right here, this bowl is shiny. Catch a little light on there. Ooh, that is it for adding some marker to try and put a little more contrast on this page.